Right, thank you for that, Ajay. Actually putting into context of why exactly such a move coming in from Reliance Industries as well as Aramco. If you look at Reliance Industries stock today, definitely down in today's trading session, seeing a sharp cut over the last 5 trading sessions. You've seen over 7% gone for Reliance Industries, and so far today, Reliance Industries has lost about 50,000 crore rupees from its market capitalization. That is so far in today's trading session. But let's bring on board our guests for today. We have Kunal Bothra as well as Ashish Maheshwari joining us. Good morning, Ashish. Good morning, Kunal. Thank you for joining us on ET now. And Ashish, I'll come first to you. You've heard Ajay also, who's speaking to the top sources and especially the sources who were who were actually a part of this transaction that Reliance as well as Aramco were planning to do. And they're saying that there is no urgency to raise funds via stake sale in O2C anymore, and situation on fundraising requirements have actually substantially improved. And the fact the sources are saying that the re-evaluate could also mean that maybe the deal with Aramco, they may consider a new structure at a later stage. We've seen Reliance Industries stock over the last 5 trading sessions, like I said, over 7% gone for that particular counter. How are you now looking at Reliance Industries? Does this actually change the dynamics for the company, or also the way forward fundamentally? Everything still sound for Reliance?
Real as far as impact on the balance sheet of Reliance Industries because of this development. And in my view, this is a knee-jerk reaction because this was something like immediate trigger in the stock of Reliance Industries that at $75 billion kind of valuation, this demerger is going to take place. So Reliance at present, if you see their net debt is less than $10 billion, and the need of this money was to fund the renewal projects, etc. But if you see in India now, by issuing the green bonds, you can raise money at less than 5% per annum kind of return interest as such. So as such, for raising debt is also not a problem at lower price. So my idea is this is just knee-jerk reaction, and 1 or 2 days you may see fall in the stock, and the 2350 will be a good label in my view to enter in the stock because in long run now you have to play in O2C and renewable energy combined, which is more value accretive in my view. So my suggestion will be to add the stock at 2350 levels. Maybe you might get today or tomorrow.
Right, Ashish, and surely you're seeing an ad. But Kunal, what are the charts looking out for you for RIL? Especially, they've already given up, some of their gains, down 7% in the last few sessions. So, what are the charts looking like going forward for RIL?
Morning. First of all, yes, the charts for Reliance Industries, of course, looks to be on the weaker side. But then, the stock has a lot of support on the short term basis. So what had happened for Reliance Industries was, the stock topped out at 2750 mid of October, and from there the stock has already corrected some 300 odd points. So till last week, which means it's already gone through a 10% kind of a correction. And as you can see, that the charts indicate that the stock has come back towards a trend line support, and it's a very very important and a major support for Reliance Industries. So there are two important points over here to be noted. One, of course, is the rising channel pattern, and that indicates a support, an immediate support at 2350 levels for Reliance Industries. And the second support, which I've indicated, is a very, very important zone, which was the previous resistance the stock had tested in the month of June. That's around 20 to 50 mark for Reliance Industries. So almost like at every 50 points to 70 points correction from current levels, the stock would probably tap back into some key support territories. And to try and break those supports, you would need a lot of negative news flows and events surrounding the marketplace for the stock. So as of now, I would take it as more of a buy on dips approach, starting from 2350 levels right towards that 20 to 50 mark, which is the second most important support for Reliance Industries.
Approach is what Kunal is saying. But Kunal, definitely this sort of a stock move, you've said that 300 points off from its peak that it had hit of 2750. Those who are already invested in Reliance Industries, what should their strategy be now? I'm sure that they're perplexed. They are quite kind of flustered with sort of a move coming in from Reliance Industries. Even last week, we did not see a great move coming in on this particular counter. 5 trading session, over 7.5% gone for Reliance Reliance Industries. So what should investors who are already invested in Reliance Industries, what should they do? What should be their strategy?
Yeah, I think it depends on what prices people have entered and whether this is just a initial price of investments these investors have done, or whether it's part of the trading portfolio which traders would have mentioned. So I'm sure many of investors and traders who were sitting on Reliance since last 1 year, they would have made some good profits when the stock broke out of that 1950 2000 kind of a barrier for itself. Nevertheless, I think the approach, as I mentioned, Cheryl, is that you have to try and look out for these kind of circumstances and these kind of dips as good opportunities where you can try and chip into the stock, because to get a quality stock like Reliance Industries at maybe a 20% discount from its peak levels should actually be a good starting point for someone who's looking to add on to it from a longer term view. So I maintain that stance that I think from a long term basis, Reliance Industries as a stock price looks very attractive. And probably from a timing perspective, as I said earlier, that 2350 or 20 to 50, these are two important zones to watch out for. I think these could be taken as good levels to try and average out further. Assumingly, someone who's probably have entered the stock would probably have entered the higher end of the uh, price price points for Reliance Industries.
Okay, Kunal, thanks so much for that.